to another edition of the Gator Nation Football Podcast Film Review. I'm James DiVirgilio, and on this episode, we'll take a look at Florida's offense versus Ole Miss. This game was pretty much par for the course for the offense. The fact that it probably felt a little better, the Florida felt a little bit more competitive, is just illustrative of how bad this offense has been this season. Just an absolute dumpster fire across the board, relatively consistently, with a few bright spots here and there, but often just not good enough performances to win game after game after game, especially because Florida has had to face quality competition on most weeks. So this game does have some bright spots, of course, which I will show you. But once again, Florida's offense really unable to keep any kind of consistency going, as they had a relatively solid first half and quite a terrible second half where they scored absolutely 0 points and could not keep pace with Ole Miss. This will be an abbreviated review. Of course, if you want to see the full review, that is available on Patreon, where $15 a month does get you full access to both the offensive and defensive film reviews each and every week, all season long. The link is in the description for you to become a member of the GNFP. With that being said, let's hop right into this film and take a look at a few plays that indicate what went right and then what went wrong for the Gators in Oxford. All right, Gators down 3, 2nd and 4 now. And gonna have a nice deep over route here. So this post route gonna move to the over. A route combination that's really been working for the Gators in every game they've played since Billy has left. They've been working this concept pretty significantly. Mizell right here is gonna hitch, and this safety is gonna stay down on Mizell, letting J. Mike run this versus the corner. They're talking about what they wanna do. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna bring this safety up in here as well. So on 2nd and 4, a high EV play. A lot of times, including in this game, we've seen the Gators willing to just kind of try to get a first down here. They're going to take a shot, which I much approve of this. This is what you should be doing when you get yourself into a good second down distance. And here is the reason why. This play fake right here is going to pull both safeties coming in early. Everyone thinks this is run right now, which now is going to allow him to work one-on-one with the entire field and no safeties there to help, right? You got to be able to win this route every single time you get a look like this. And Florida has largely been loath to get this right. Shout out there to the Guardian cap again. What the heck is that color? DJ sets the feet. And this one, again, throwing primarily off the front leg, right? We're just going to hammer it because it's worth hammering. But here's your drive leg. This should be thrown off of your right leg. There's almost no drive coming off of this right leg. He's just a front leg thrower at this point in time. There it is. This is a great ball. Probably, though, his best ball the entire season. That ball right there. Because it's going to allow J. Mike to finish this for a touchdown. So the Gators dangerous here on 2 vertical passes in this game and 2 for 2 on both of the vertical plays they have run so far. Taking a shot on 2nd and 4. I highly approve. And now Florida in the end zone, taking the lead, and of course land sharking. Still, I think one of the sillier pseudo nicknames for Ole Miss, but I digress. Land sharking there, Lagway on the board. Vibes feeling good, vibes high right now. Gators beating Ole Miss, perhaps Florida's future coach maybe, on the road in the first half, looking dangerous at times on offense, converting vertical passes. Not so bad. 3rd down and 5 now. The Gators need to convert this. You're going to get TJ Abrams on an out route right here, and he is going to be open. DJ is going to escape the pocket prematurely and early and void this play, but let's watch TJ. Now, DJ's reading this out to the right side. This corner sitting right here, playing right both here and here. Again, stare at the corner, see where he goes, let your out route take a step here. If he doesn't clamp down on it, rip this throw, right? That simple. DJ's waiting, and right now, why? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? We got a pocket here. Why are we opening up like this? Why are we voiding our play? Why? No. 2. No. What are we doing? Look at our pocket. You got ball up in here doing work. We're good. Corner sitting here. TJ's going to get his head around. There's his head. Head around. Sit in the pocket and rip this throw for a first down. Let's move the sticks. But nope. We're escaping left. And now we're going to try to complete a pass, which, I'm actually not going to skewer DJ for this as much as I'm going to be upset about him not staying in the pocket and making the first throw, because he's created this problem for himself, right? Is there a way you can make this play? Yeah, there is. He gets his fingers on this. Not his whole hand, but his fingers. And is Mizell open there? Yeah, Mizell is open there, but you're rolling out to your left as a right-handed quarterback, full speed, throwing across your body, all the things you shouldn't do as a quarterback. Now, look, sometimes you got to make a play, but in this situation, you are in field goal range, you're down 3, it's 3rd down and 5, you voided the play that was going to be a first down. Now you get this tipped, now you get it picked, and now you regret that decision. And that's just tough. That's just not the right decision making from start to finish. You got to get that right. And here's a look from the other angle. Again, Abrams in the slot right here, top of your screen. And watch Abrams only, head around, bingo. Right? Now look, he's escaping. Florida, again, running a smash concept here. But this throw is here. Here's your first down marker. He's not on that throw. Rewind, read, don't no DJ, no 2, don't do this, right? Stay on your foot, stay in the pocket, and you have this throw. But now you're rolling out, and so now it's different. Once he rolls out, right, he knows he cannot make an accurate throw from this point in time. He's got to escape some. So it changes the calculus. Now TJ is going to say, okay, I guess he's not going to hit me on this out route, even though that's the play. I'm the primary read here. I'm going to then turn this upfield and then come back. Which, again, great work here by TJ, right? He gets himself wide open. Nice work by him. You're open the first time, now you're open the second time, and instead of throwing this safer pass here, and again, none of these are going to be really safe when you're rolling to your left, we're going to throw across our body into traffic to Mizell, right? There you go. That's what we're going to do. Now, look, Mizell's got grass. He's got grass here. The problem is you got this guy here, right? That's the choice we're going to make. Bingo, tip, pick, brutal. Brutal. Pocket presence is killing Lagway this year. He just does not have a feel for how to move in the pocket. He's choosing to do the wrong things at the wrong times. And in this case, he's missing an easy conversion for a first down with the primary target there on the out route to TJ Abrams. 3rd and 7 now. Florida needs to pick this up. Getting a lot of cushion here on TJ Abrams. Looks like you're in single high, perhaps. Of course, they could morph into something different. But, pre-snap read here, probably in single high, probably helping out on this side, playing 3-on-2 here, right? Going to play 3-on-3, potentially 4-on-3 over here, depending on who they're utilizing in this fit with ball. But this is a good side to read right here. 2-on-2, off corner. If you want to open up, you got a hitch. TJ's running a hitch. You're the quarterback. You have a hitch, right? You know that your sticks right here. These are the sticks. Right there. There's your first down marker. You have the hitch. You want to read this corner. If he drops, if he sits off of that, rip this hitch and let TJ get it. So you're DJ, you open, you read the hitch. It's a quick game hitch. Here he is. Here's the defender. He's sagging off. You have your window. Rip it. Rip the hitch. Throw the hitch. Throw the hitch. Throw the hitch. Throw the hitch. Now we're short of the sticks. Do I love this call? No. But the idea here is if you complete this, you make it a 4th down and 1 or 2 if you don't get it, and then you can go for it. This is an easy throw. Clean window. Throw the ball. Throw the ball right here. Let it rip. Let it rip. It's safe. You even got it purposely outside release here to protect this defender from getting into you. Could not be easier, and we're going to choose not to throw this ball. Quick game throw. That's the read. That's what we're going to do. We're going to escape and go nowhere and force Florida to punt down 3 with just 1 timeout left here, right? Or we're going to go for it. Those are your 2 choices, both of them bad with 1:56 left on your own 3-yard line, right? Not a great look here on 3rd and 7. Do your job, too. You just can't be doing that. 4th down and 9 now, game on the line. Florida's going to go for this, and really they just should go for this. With just 1 timeout, if you punt, of course, you can get the ball back, but you're going to have minimal time left, and you're still going to have to go most likely at least half the field to get a field goal here. So, this is a bad situation, obviously. Not great choices here either way, but this play call I do not like. Do not like this play call at all. Florida goes empty, goes quads up top, and it's the route combinations they run that bothers me. 21 seconds left to snap the ball. Clock is stopped. And you're clearly in a prevent look here, right? 3-man front, 3 high. You're in a prevent what looks to be man look off the start. They can run any combination they want here. they're going to wind up zoning this underneath. But either way, like, this is 4th and 9, and they are clearly telling you, like, we're not going to let you, like, chunk a big play here, but we're going to send very few guys. You got a quad set out here, right? Let's try to get, how about a mesh concept here? Mesh concept here would be gold. This much space left. 3 guys up top. You only need to gain 9 yards. Hate this play call, right? This is a play. I hate this play call. Vertical here, vertical here. You got to just sit here from ball. You got a skinny post here, and you got a vertical here, right? And Ole Miss is going to lock all these routes up. There's just nowhere to go. You could wait and hit ball right here at this marker really late. But there's only a 2-man rush in a spot. He's going to wait so that DJ comes up. He can make a play on him. So you're going to have all day back here in the end zone if you're DJ. You got to recognize this and try to make something happen by just waiting. Let your receivers basically start playing sandlot. The original routes are dead. Let them break off somewhere else. Make a play. Instead, we're going to... What? We're going to throw this into obviously double coverage, like safety on top of that. Again, he doesn't have anywhere to go. I'm going to show you the other angle. There's nowhere to go here, but that's the choice. And amazingly, J-Mike right here has a shot. If this ball bounces a yard to the right, he probably scored a touchdown here, right? And Florida takes the lead. I mean, that's close, but that's not how it's meant to be for Florida. But that's a puzzling choice, play call-wise and even decision-wise by 2 because, if the coach calls a play you don't like and it's not good, you recognize this 2-man rush, you got to do what you can to make it work. And that, to me, don't love that choice either. But the play call there, I think, egregiously bad. And here is the other look of that play call. You see the quads up top. Here's the routes that you see. Again, what do you have here, right? Safety sitting on this. That's a no-go. You've got Hansen coming across here. This defender plays this really nicely. Let me show you why. So he's inside technique, and he wants to make sure nothing crosses his face on the inside because if he recovers to any route that's run like this, he's going to recover right into the throw window, which he does very nicely because he does not actually have help here, right? They're clamping down over here, choosing to play this instead 4-on-3, playing that essentially 1-on-1, and this safety's going to read who's ever more dangerous out of these 2 routes here. So your Lagway, like clearly at this point in time, this is your thought pattern. You're like, oh yeah, that's open. This is it. J-Mike is my guy. Now, I mean, I don't know where you're going with the ball, right? You're not going here. Here's Mizell. You can't go there. Can't go there. There's ball. Far field rip to a guy sitting there. They're not going to get the first down there. You got nothing there. I mean, this play is cooked. Play is cooked. Terrible play. Ideally, you want to be just saying, I have a 2-man rush back here. Maybe an athlete and just buy as much time as I can before I find someone to throw the ball to later. And that's taking a really bad play and trying to be a hero out of it and making something happen. So I hate the play call here. Really dislike this call. And the decision is just a jump ball, but it's thrown early. Again, I think that's what I don't like here either. Is like you got a 2-man rush, recognize that, and realize your play sucks, but don't just put up a pretty hopeless shot there in that situation. But again, I fault the play call here the most. That's a tough look with the game on the line on the road. All right, 4th down and 3 now. Florida on life support with 1:23 left. Needs to convert this. I'm not sure if someone runs a wrong route here, but you're going to get basically 2 drag routes that go to the same spot, which is obviously unnecessary. They're not running a mesh. However, they're actually both open. But what's most important is all the routes Florida are going to run here are interior breaking routes. I'm going to pause this clip for you so you can see it right here. Everybody's running to the inside, right? Every single person's running to the inside. And your quarterback here has clean protection, clean pocket. We need exactly 3 yards. Here's the first down. Ole Miss is playing very safe. They're willing to give you this first down. They're going to give you this first down, let you stay in this. Time is their friend. And your quarterback, number 2, DJ Lagway, and open up and want to read quick game right here. He's wide open. Mizell is absolutely, could not be more wide open. Rewind it for you one more time. One more time. Here he is. He's looking at him. He's looking right at him. Take a look at that. Right at him. No one is going to hit him. Cannot be more wide open. Throw the football, DJ. Throw it. Rip it. Chuck it. What else do you want to see? What else can you possibly hope for? Not going to do it. But compounding things is that instead of just clearing space and resetting here because his line's done a good job, and recognizing that all of your routes are going towards the middle of the field, every single one of them, you're not going to roll it to the right, where obviously, you know what, you have all of your throws now are going to be across your body. Every single throw is going to be across your body. And so what do you have? A whole lot of nothing. They'll go back to Mizell. Mizell gets tackled. That ends the game. That's a pretty unceremonious way to go down with things. But that is the state of Florida offense in 2025, in 2024, in 2023, and in 2022. Thank you very much, Billy Napier, for creating this wonderful offense that the Gators have, and for us Florida fans having to live through it. Thankfully, we're almost done with that. That is going to bring an end to this film review. As always, I certainly hope you enjoyed this film review. Hope it brought something perhaps new that you hadn't seen before. And if you have not, of course, then you've just enjoyed seeing the reality of Florida football as it is in 2025. But of course, brighter days can lie ahead. Will it be Lane Kiffin coaching the Gators next year with an offense that is dynamic and generally top 5 or top 10 every single year? Only time will tell. But for now, we're going to put a wrap on this film review. I will see you next week where I'll break down the Tennessee-Florida game. And then after that, the Florida State-Florida game. And that will bring a merciful end to the 2025 season of film reviews. I enjoyed being with you. Again, hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, I'm James Julio.